Coming to you live from deep within a turkey's carcass, it's Late Night with Chill Neil. Tonight, Wednesday, November 25th, we have from Cool Cigars with Blish and Blake, Joshua Aaron Sieg. And one of the most notorious crazy boys on the net, from LOL Caesars, it's David Turkle. With special musical guest, Chill Neil. And now, here's your host, Chill Neil.
What? What? We're live? Right now? What do you mean? I thought this was pre-recorded. For real? Damn. I guess I better get on the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of, I was a little parched from all those Funyuns. Bop, 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 bop. Well, thank you for being here with me this evening. It's a crazy night. It's our third episode of Late Night with Chill Neil. We got some great, fantastic guests lined up for you. I'm telling you right now. You're going to want to talk to Joshua Aaron Sieg and David Turkle with me just shortly around the bend. We got a few things lined up for you. You know, it's a weird time to be the night before Thanksgiving, to be having Thanksgiving right now in the midst of this pandemic, man. It's very strange. You know, some people are, trying to do what they can to keep it under control, and other people are feeling like it's more important to be with their family. And I think a lot of people I know out there right now, they're lonely tonight. We're trying to have Thanksgiving, and we're not having that typical Thanksgiving that they normally have. You know what I'm saying? And then some people are with their family and they're having a great time. And I think it is what it is. More importantly, though, I've heard some people that are stuck in the middle, trying to have some kind of semblance of their normal life, but then also trying to be safe. And I heard my mom, she was getting ready for Thanksgiving. She was cooking and she told me she had a recipe for mashed potatoes. Anyway, though, at the top of the night, I posted a link in the chat. If you guys are on the chat right now, make sure you roll up to the top. We got a link for something special that we are doing. My homies from the Illuminati Corporation have been doing a food drive. Excuse me. Them Funyuns hitting. But yeah, they got a lot of products that I think if you are lonely right now on Thanksgiving, that they're really going to resonate with you. Let's go ahead and jump over here. I want to show you guys some innovative products that if you're alone on Thanksgiving tonight, maybe you're a bachelor, maybe you're not, maybe you're just alone. The Illuminati Corporation had you covered with some very innovative products. First of all, let's look at this. Maybe you're too tired to make chicken wings for Thanksgiving, but you want that taste of poultry, the classic American poultry dish, chicken wings, right? But you're too tired. So what do? You can reach out to D-Bub's Wings in a Can. That's right. Couldn't even air fry them. Just plop them right out. Look at that gelatinous sauce. That looks delicious. I would just suck on that wing. But, maybe you're in that fall mood. You're feeling the autumn vibes. It's getting close to winter. You're ready to get the soup in you. You know what I'm saying? You want that warm and cozy soup to hit you in that special soup spot that you have. But maybe you need a little boost of energy. Well, that's why the homie Dr. Photograph has got this one for you. Monster Energy Soup for all my cows out there. If you're ready to punch through some drywall, but you do want to have something to coat your palate, with that zing. Well, there you go. Or perhaps you've just stepped out for your 15th cigarette break because you need to get some fresh air away from the fam, but you still have that craving and you need something to just hit the spot like the cigarettes just aren't going to do it when you got to sit down at the table and talk. Well, Speda Comedy has one here for you called Cream of Tobacco Soup. I can taste it right now on the tip of my tongue. Damn. I'm glad I quit smoking because I got cream of tobacco soup. Or maybe you just need a distraction from this trying time, as all the goddamn commercials like to say. Or maybe you would just like something to take over your mind completely. That's why Torco Bell has got for you here Cosmic Gravy. That's right. You can let Xenu just check out for a night and check into your mind. You check out, Xenu checks in. It's a good feeling. It's kind of strange when you lose all your faculties and a hyperdimensional being takes over your body, but Cosmic Gravy from Torco Bell can do that, one of our favorite sponsors. Now, perhaps you just want to drink your dinner. That's fine, because we got you covered. My homies at Blumpkin Spice Latte have something. Maybe you've been thinking about those beans. Maybe it's time to start drinking about those beans, because we got Bush's Original Baked Beer for you. That's right, a side dish in a can. You can sip it, you can drip it, you can holler at your old grandpa and let him have a can too. Or maybe you're one of those people that's ready for a one-stop shop, just get it all done in one thing. That's why Box of Chowder has here for us. What do we have? Thirsty Boy Turkey Dinner Hazy IPA. Look at him, passed out. He got that tryptophan flowing. It's just going, man. He feels good. It's very delicious. Well, hey, you know what? I had a good time seeing these memes, and I thought it was great that they made them for a great purpose. Illuminati Canned Food Drive. Check the link up at the top. Maybe, let me see if I can go find it for you guys. I've already lost it. If anybody's in the chat, man, repost the link for me. We're doing this for No Kids Hungry, because, you know, it's as they say, trying times. And so we just trying to do a little signal boost and help out. That's the least we can do. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, get ready, because coming up next, we have our first guest, a hilarious person and the creator of Cool Cigars with Blish and Blake. That's right. We're going to be welcoming Mr. Joshua Aaron Sieg to the show. But first, we're going to try out a new bit that we put together for you. It's both hilarious and heartwarming. It's something I like to call Snails and Fails.
Snails and Fails. Snails and Fails.
Snails and Fails. Let's go ahead and welcome our next guest to the show. His first of many appearances, I think, Mr. Joshua Aaron Sieg. Wow. Well, thank you for being here with me, buddy. Josh, how are you doing? It's so good to see you.
Oh, we're streaming live? Hey, what's up?
Is it you?
It's honestly me in the
On
flesh.
the net?
And on the net. And like the Pointer Sisters said before me, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
I like it too. I'm feeling good. Look, I got my 4 olive martinis stacked up right here. This is my equivalent of a cool cigar. Just gonna just.
There you go. Nice tall one.
That feels good on me. So I just want to get something off my chest right away, right here at the beginning. I want to know, could you just let us know, what is the difference between something being honestly and honestly actually?
Man, right off the top with the hard-hitting questions.
I did go to journalism
I'd
school.
have to say, I think at the end of the day, it comes down to the individual. I mean, you know, we all have these vast life experiences that we honestly and actually love to see. But, I mean, at the end of the day, who can honestly say?
Who can honestly say? Who can actually say? Well, I have something for you here that we like to do at the top of these interviews that I call a late night talk show wheel greaser. You know what I'm saying? Got to get the wheel grease, got to get the wheels turning. So what I'd like to know from you is if you could vape an epic vape cloud or tip an epic fedora, which would you choose?
Oh, Christ. If I could develop a fedora that could exhale an epic vape cloud as I tipped it, that would be ideal, but I got to go with the vape cloud. I got to stay true to what I know.
I mean, it seemed like it was like a crazy coincidence that you were blowing the fattest vape cloud on the show so far while I asked you the question. Wow. Bop, 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 bop. So let's see. Another thing that I wanted to ask you about is that you've been doing many types of content on the net for a long time.
Correct.
You know, from me personally, I've seen you do vines to memes to a web series. You know, how did you get started out on this path of the internet subculture that you're on now?
So back in 2009, I had my own website. I had joshonthenet.com, which was basically just a glorified Tumblr page.
An honestly, actually site?
And yeah, and actually, truthfully, very own site. And I was trying to make like some sketch videos with my friend John Edwards.
Shout out, John.
You know, shout out John. He's living out in Nashville now.
Damn.
But yeah, Vine came around, and that was like my playground. I had so much fun making those Vines, and at Vine's peak, that was just like, it was so gratifying / satisfying to just blast out a 6-second video, you know, just to get the timing down like perfect.
Yeah.
It was like a drug, I guess.
It just hits different when it's on a loop and you only get the 6 seconds. It's just, it really is. And it's kind of bizarre to me because it's funny that we both came from the same, you know, stomping ground. The Vine world was where I came from as well. I started out making funny videos about blessings in the skies and Chester drawers on Vine, but I never interacted with you there. It feels like a very strange missed opportunity. I don't know how this could have happened.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to be talking to my therapist about this a little bit later in the week.
Likewise.
I mean, I'm going to get over it, but I'm going to work through it. And speaking of working through things, I mean, you did work through a pretty large accomplishment. You created a whole web series this year, you know, somewhat in the midst of a pandemic. You were at home writing, you know, quote unquote, shooting, editing a whole web series called Cool Cigars with Blish and Blake. And I was just kind of curious, you know, how did you create the pairing of Blish Barson and Blake McIntyre? It's such a unique chemistry. It's like a fine cigar and wine pairing. How did you come upon this?
So I kind of got the idea. A friend of mine has a very popular YouTube cigar channel, and I mean, this guy will make 10-minute videos, and he's got a stick in his hand the entire time. And to me, like, cigar smoking has always been a very humorous thing. And just one day, I just posted a status. I'm pretty sure all it said was like, I hope to one day smoke cool cigars with Blish and Blake. And I started a group chat. I threw the fellas in there. I said, hey, do you wanna make something? And we did. And like, I think 2 weeks later, we had the first episode made. So it was just pretty much on a whim.
Wow. The power of the group chat here, quite a testament to the internet coming together in text form to create things beyond our wildest imagination. And I mean, I would like to share for the people watching tonight a moment in the series of Cool Cigars with Blish and Blake that, you know, I hope you'll be okay with me sharing this because it's kind of like this Pinocchio, Geppetto, what is the word? Pinocchio moment that, you know, kind of set up most of us, you know, the viewers at home. If you guys haven't watched Cool Cigars with Blish and Blake, you're blessed because you can go binge watch it right now. All of it's available on Facebook and YouTube. But for us, the fans and the viewers, this moment set up a very difficult time period where we were just waiting to know what would happen. So I'm going to go ahead and play a clip here. This is where, you know, two friends have been coming together for months to smoke cool cigars together. And finally, the relationship tends to break. Something just breaks. Let's roll the clip.
Blish Barson, much like earlier when you accused me of dying, the irony here is that you're now officially the one dead to me. Funny, is it not? How friend rhymes with pretend. Shit, I bet you never even mentioned like a cool cigar in your goddamn honestly entire life.
What is honestly funny and also ironic is how Blake rhymes with fake. I have simply had enough at this point. Goodbye, old friend.
Wow, extremely gripping. I mean, your vape cloud just made you disappear. That was amazing. How did you do that?
Hey, I've got some tricks up my
Editing
sleeve.
tricks galore. Speaking of which, I don't know how you created such tension from across the United States between two friends sharing in a cool cigar moment, but like that moment that episode aired, my heart was breaking. I think I cried that night. I mean, how did you ever get past this moment? I know there was a big break between episode 5 and 6. How did you ever make it past that?
Yeah. It was tough. I think there was like a month hiatus. I think it took like about a month to finish to eventually wrap it up. And yeah, it was oddly emotional for me too, because like the last moment of the finale is like the first idea I had before I even wrote the script for episode 1. Like I knew how I wanted to end it, but I didn't know any of the in between. And as COVID went on and got a lot more serious, that somehow kind of like worked its way in there. And it just kind of became like a social commentary on it, having that contrast of like, is it real? Is it fake? I don't know. It just kind of like almost in a way weirdly like wrote itself. But then like, I think people just kind of eventually connected over this friendship, I guess, and found something real about it, I guess.
Well, I hope that being able to show that moment tonight, you know, first of all, your description of the show made me think of Lost. Like you had the ending in mind when you created it, and I felt like, you know, leading up to the ending of that show, it reminded me of how I felt seeing the 5th episode of Cool Cigars with Blish and Blake. We were just waiting to see how it could be wrapped up, and it was something that I hope that people watching at home felt that they're ready to go see this friendship develop, and then they're ready to see how the show comes to an end. But not only that, you guys have come out since the finale. You had a 6th episode, and then you did a special holiday episode for Halloween. Is that true?
Yes, we did.
Are there any more?
A real spooky version.
Are there going to be Christmas, Valentine, any more holiday episodes coming?
We're thinking about it. I mean, you know, this is a friendship that people honestly love to see. Blish is just kind of like an internet enigma, and Blake's just Blake. And when they come together, magical things happen. We are talking about doing a DVD and Blu-ray release, and if we can get that crowdfunded, we're going to have an exclusive episode on there that's not going to be online. So fingers crossed that we can make it happen.
That sounds amazing. Well, Josh, it's been really amazing to get to know you through the internet. I'm just going to throw up some of your memes here because I know since Cool Cigars is wrapped, you've really been focusing on, you know, sharing your humor, the same sense of humor really through the memes that you've been curating at Josh on the Net or at joshonthenet.ping on Instagram. Some of my favorites are, for instance, you just shared this one on the anniversary. I may regret the megabytes I've wasted, but I'll never regret the megabytes I've tasted. And that's one that really resonates with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big Taco Bell fan.
But I would encourage everyone to go follow Josh on the net, because he's also the curator of a little known hashtag event called Fred Durst Fridays. Did I get it right?
Yes. Yeah, that's one of my more prouder achievements.
So I would say if you're missing the feelings that you got from Cool Cigars, there's much more to be had. And, you know, you can see it in picture form, but I'm also curious, Josh, what's next on the horizon for you? Do you have any new web series ideas that you might be working on that you're going to maybe have in the future?
I'd like to start focusing on doing more sketch type videos, more short form stuff. I've done stand up in the past. I mean, right now is not a good time for that, but actually, if you wouldn't mind, I came up with a joke that I'd like to run by you.
Yeah, of course. Please.
Spare a moment. I mean, because we all miss stand up, but just, thinking about the election and Trump's refusal to concede and remain in office is blowing my honestly mind. And similarly, my wisecracks during grade school allowed me to remain in office as well. The principal's office. Zing.
Well, hey, I want to say a very special thanks to Joshua Aaron Sieg for joining us on the show tonight. It was my pleasure to be here with you, and I'm hoping this will be the first of many appearances. I'm hoping that maybe your guest appearances here will rival my guest appearances on your show one day.
Likewise, I can't wait to be back next week.
All right, well, we'll see you then. Hey, everybody, stay tuned. We got our homie David Turkle from LOL Caesars coming up next. We got a short commercial break, and we'll be right back. Thank you again, Josh. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, man.
You too.
Do you love Thanksgiving but hate all the stress and mess that comes with the holiday?
Oh no.
Don't you just wish there was a better way?
I wish there was a better way.
Well, now, for only $19.99, you can have a happy family eating Thanksgiving dinner live stream right to your TV. Get Thanksgiving Live!
Thanksgiving Live?
Yes, that's right, Thanksgiving Live. No mess, no racist family members, no need to talk about why you're still single.
Greg, when are you gonna find a nice girl and settle down?
Only $19.99, and if you call in the next 15 minutes, you can get the COVID-free edition. No super spreader event at this dinner party. Call now. Call 1-800-420-6969. Again, that's 1-800-420-6969.
When Blish Barson and Blake McIntyre are not busy smoking Cool Cigars, they are eating entire meals at McDonald's. McDonald's. I'm honestly loving it. Watch Cool Cigars with Blish and Blake on Facebook.com/Cool Cigars.
Welcome back, everybody. We are still here together for another episode of Late Night with Chill Neil. And you know what? This has been a strange year. It's been really weird because it's been one of the longest years I can ever remember in my entire life. But at the same time is flying. I mean, to me, it feels like Halloween was just yesterday, last week even. I don't know. I mean, how is that so? Thanksgiving is tomorrow. It's like a month went by in the blink of an eye. I guess it could be possibly because I still have my own Halloween decorations up, which I'm not going to lie, that was cause for a strange evening last night as we were getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, I still had all the shit out, my occult, decorations and candles and my Ouija board. And, well, maybe, you know what? Let me just show you guys what was going on last night. Damn, this shit looks good. I can't wait to dig in. I did good this year. I should have cleaned up all this Halloween shit, but I mean, ain't nobody coming over anyway, so.
this is pure disrespect.
Damn, what the
Your
hell?
cooking is lackluster, my guy.
Are you kidding me
That
right
skin's
now?
supposed to be golden brown and delicious.
What?
GBD.
No.
But it's still pink and ain't got no seasoning on it. You ain't got
What
no
is that?
salt,
Are you a
no
ghost?
pepper. I don't see no Tony Chachere's. I don't see no Lowry's, no monosodium glutamate.
Turkey
And
ghost?
why are there beans coming out of me? Did you stuff me with beans? Who does that? Who stuffs a turkey with beans?
I do. I put the beans in it.
You Guy Fieri in it? That's not how you get to
No.
Flavor Town.
I'm Chill Neil.
You won't make it on Triple D with this recipe?
I don't need
Or that
to.
Tom Selleck ass mustache on your lip.
Don't talk about my
Put some
mustache.
shoes on, man. You got your toes all exposed around the damn food. Don't nobody want that, man. You out here too comfortable around dinner with your robe on and some open toes.
It's just
You
me.
need to go with a toeless, beanless recipe, man.
Calm down.
What you need is my new Poultry Guy seasoning.
Oh,
It
yeah?
has 69 herbs and spices.
Wow.
Yes, it's simple. You just take your favorite poultry, chicken, turkey, pterodactyl, grouse, put my Poultry Guy seasoning all over it, deep fry it in CBD oil at 420 degrees for 69 minutes.
Nice.
Then the meat need to rest for about 20 minutes. Yeah, and carve it and enjoy with a little stuffing on the side.
Well, damn. I wish you would have told me that like yesterday because we'd have had a whole different meal. All right, folks, you heard it here first. Go ahead and pick up some Poultry Guy seasoning with 69 herbs and spices, and I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Damn, that was a very strange occasion. I mean, I was about to introduce my friend David Turkle, but I'm not sure where David. I mean, who is that?
Shit, fucker, shit, oh shit.
David, what's going on, man? Welcome to the
Shit.
show.
Shit, fuck. Hi, hey.
Who
Neil.
is that?
Hey, Neil. That's just my, just. It was nothing. It's nothing. It's fine.
I think I recognize him.
Yeah, it's just normal. It's normal. Me and the crazy boys were out there. We were doing some shit. We were having fun. We were sipping on a little bit of CBD, and we did some Zoom backgrounds. Things happen, and Wood came out. It's fine. It's fine.
Hey,
Everything's
Wood.
fine.
Hey, shout out. Glad to have you on the show. I wasn't expecting you, but hey, David Turkle, welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Thanksgiving to you. How are you doing this evening?
Actually, it's a pleasure to be here. And cheers to everybody watching. Cheers to all the crazy boys who have joined us tonight. Hot and ready gang, no bounds. So we're just honored to be here. This is beautiful.
So, I mean, I just want to go ahead and get this off my chest because, I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that you're here tonight, the night before Thanksgiving. We actually discussed this, am I right? You were known as a younger man as the Turkey?
Yeah, so my last name's Turkel. And growing up, people just thought, oh, that's too hard to say. So we're just going to say Turkey. And they just kept calling me Turkey.
You had to be here for tonight's show because you knew it was a special Thanksgiving. The turkey had to be here.
Well, we feel blessed and honored this Thanksgiving. As our corporate family here at the Illuminati, we're just truly honored and proud to be a part of such a corporate network that really cares, and I think that's what matters when it comes to creating good corporate culture. Unlike that bald-headed asshole piece of shit Papa John, now that guy doesn't understand good corporate culture. Am I right?
Nah, I think he spends most of his time hunting rhinos or something like that. I don't know. Or is that Jimmy John? I might have got him mixed up.
I don't know, because we hunted his wife. Cheers.
So, you know what? I just like to do this at the top of all the interviews is get the wheel greased, you know what I'm saying? Get the wheel rolling on the talk show. I'm just curious, how is your No Nut November going?
I mean, I think it's no nut quarantine. If you're really talking about it, I think that's really what's going on. I mean, there's two types of people right now, from what I'm saying. There's married couples. There's couples in fights. There's couples who haven't exactly declared their exclusivity yet. Really just in the general couple feel. And then there's single people who have turned into incels over quarantine. So we're we're trying to rebrand the incel. You know, I think that's what we're doing as the single people.
Wait. But
Yeah.
as a single person, you can still nut. I mean, that's really kind of the thing about No Nut November is I think even incels are like, yeah, we're gonna hold off this month. So what you're saying is you've nutted a lot?
I mean, listen, I'm just gonna say that there's no specific comment for this. However, I cannot confirm nor deny the amount of nuttage that specifically exists in or around this month.
Great answer. Very, very well spoken as a political scientist that I know you are. But that's not why we brought you here tonight. We brought you here because you're one of the homies in the Illuminati crew, part of the duo, actually. I like to point that at the duo known as LOL Caesars. And to me, that is very interesting. The dynamic of a meme account curated by two people, you and the homie Lucas Anderson, who was, shout out to Lucas, he was here for the very first episode, which was the train wreck where nobody could see it, but they did hear him. And then we had a special episode. But you and Lucas, you do this together. What is that like to create memes as a duo?
And let's be honest, the people didn't deserve Lucas in the first week. They weren't fans enough. They weren't as excited. They didn't give it 110%. And so really this is on the fan base. I'm ashamed of you all. I want you to know that, and you need to come out harder next week. No, it's great. Lucas is my muse. He is the beautiful creator behind all of this. I am the one who types random words to him, and he can just draw and illustrate everything. And none of this would be anything without Lucas. And so that's why we're really excited to have him along. Shout out to Lucas. Shout out to @PostIronicMeme Vault. If you guys aren't already following him, go make it happen. But you know, as the CFO of Law Caesars and the CEO of Antifa and the CCO of the Illuminati, you know, Phil, I think we got to get really down to brass tacks right now, and we got to talk budget here. Okay, we got to talk budget, and I want to run through some numbers real quick. I've been looking on this, and I looked at your rider for tonight's show, and you know we're very budget conscious, and I want to go over a few of the things that were on the rider because you know.
Live stream audit, is that what's happening right now?
I just want to go over a few things. Like we're gonna send it over to financial. We're gonna send it over to it's already approved by corporate. But you know, I just kind of want to talk to you in the process of figuring out what what we're doing here. Okay,
Hit me with it.
As long as you're cool with it. Okay. As long as you're cool. This doesn't need to be an HR thing, you know. But as long as you're cool with this, okay.
I think the ship has sailed. You're gonna have to just. I mean, the people want to know what's in my rider now. You can't just tease them. You gotta let it loose.
All right, so we're looking through the numbers, and we came across 30 to 50 Pikachu foreskins.
Goddamn.
What are you gonna do with those?
Well, you know, they work really well if you kind of put them in the air fryer and dehydrate them for a minute and get them nice and kind of not like crispy, but you know they have this certain texture. Then you can break them apart and put them on a salad, you know, with some craisins or you know toasted almonds, sliced almonds, walnut. I mean, they are delicious. They and my craft services knows that I have a good taste. So you know what I'm saying.
So we're consuming the foreskins.
Yeah. Well, isn't that what you do with the foreskin?
Okay. Listen. No judgment. Okay.
I felt a little judgment.
Doesn't need to be an HR thing. We'll figure this out. Okay. So let's see. We also have 420 half-baked doinkies. Care to comment? Care to give any insight on why any human needs 420 of these things?
Well, I just really like the number. I mean, mostly, you know, I mean, just when the person asked me this question, it's a setup for me to say, nice.
All right. I mean, I accept that, and I guess that explains the last real question on the rider. Everything else seemed fine. There were just like three things. The 69 baby teeth. Can you walk me through this? There's 69 baby teeth requested. Care Care to comment?
Fifth. Plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth on that. Where the fuck are you getting baby teeth?
I don't want to talk about that, man. That's private.
Who the fuck is a baby teeth plug?
You crossed the line, bro. We're not supposed to be talking about the baby teeth plug on the stream, dog. Come on.
Listen. I just want to set the record straight. I just want there to be full transparency.
How could you do this to me, David Turkel? I just thought, we were homies, and you can come on my live stream and talk about my baby teeth. Have you ever heard of a woman named the Tooth Fairy? That bitch got him lined up.
Listen. We can't talk about the Tooth Fairy on these streams, okay?
I know. We weren't.
I'd add a little disclaimer at the bottom that says, this fact is disputed. This might be fake news. I think it's blatant homophobia that we don't even have just, I don't know, statues for the Tooth Fairy at this point.
I agree. I think that's going to be our initiative for 2021. Biden, we're going to push you left as a motherfucker and get those fucking Tooth Fairy fucking statues up.
God,
you heard me, AOC. We're coming for y'all.
AOC.
Y'all need to respect the progressive agenda for Tooth Fairy statues. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop that down.
We're going to need you all to really, really focus on the progressive agenda.
Well, look, Turkel, before we let you go, I did have one other question for you. I just wanted to know, you have quite a gang of fans known as the Crazy Boys, right?
So we love the Crazy Boys. The Hot and Ready gang it looks like it's 36,000 strong on Facebook, about 38,000 strong on Instagram. We're so fortunate to have these people. We don't give a single shit about clout. We'll never care about followers publicly. But I think that it's really important that they get recognized. These are people who are constantly just being ridiculous on the internet and just want a space to be ridiculous. And they come from all walks of life. But they send us the craziest shit in our DMs, man. I want you to know this.
That's perfect. Because I was going to say, not only did you inspire me to do something like this, because you go on your Instagram live with the Crazy Boys, and they come through being crazy, and you get them in your DMs. If you just could pick something off the top of your head, what is the craziest thing the Crazy Boys have sent to you guys?
The craziest thing we've ever seen. So a few weeks ago, we posted a Thanos gauntlet made of different toppings. And it was a complete arm covered in flour dough. And then a pepperoni here, like an olive, a sausage bit, and all this. And what we're glad about is it just represents like how down the employees have been. I think that's been something that's unique. Like, we really feed off the energy of these employees because they are so underpaid. Nobody gives a shit about them. And we are so happy to just give them an outlet to do stupid shit. So I think of the next phase of what we want to do with the people who are employees at Little Caesars, we want to make sure that they are, wearing our merch into the different shops. Like, we actually want to take over like the individual shops of Little Caesars and like get people to specifically wear our shit there. So we're going to try and make our shit as cheap as possible so that anybody can see it. But, and anybody can get in these stores because we know they're paying Crazy Boys less than minimum wage this
Crazy Boys, you heard it here first. Go get the Crazy Boy merch, wear it to your job, keep it on the down low, sneak it in, let the employees absorb it, or I'm sorry, let the clientele absorb it into their unconscious without really realizing what's going on, because that's how you do a next level, Fight Club kind of zeitgeist style thing. I think this is beautiful. I think this is great. I'm here for it.
Ideal.
Well, I want to say David Turkel, which I didn't know how to pronounce your name until tonight. I always said David Turkel, and you're like, nah, bro, it's Turkel. I'm not Urkel. I'm Turkel. But thank you so much for being on the show. Shout out to you, Lucas, LOL Caesars, the Crazy Boys, and the whole Illuminati crew. Thank you for being a part of this craziness, and I hope that you have some semblance of a nice Thanksgiving tomorrow. And will you come back on the show sometime?
I would love to come back. Let me be a bi-weekly guest, whatever you need. We'll figure it all out. I'll try to start this time with a consistent background. Things get crazy in Bible study in the back of the Crazy Boy Lounge, and so things get wild.
Fair enough.
Shout out to the whole Illuminati gang. Shout out Shane Luce, love you, baby. And shout out to everybody who's out there. Follow everything that's going on. And quick plug, follow No Kid Hungry. We're all doing this Illuminati drive to really support these kids. And then at Save Our Stages to support live music venues right now during the pandemic. Because that's the real important shit. A lot of people, a lot of essential employees aren't getting a fucking job right now, and it's bullshit. And we want to make sure everyone's safe, but we want to make sure that people are paid and staying home. So cheers to that. Cheers to the Illuminati gang. Cheers to the Hot and Ready gang.
Well, speaking of the Illuminati gang, before you go, I just want to shout out next week. We got a couple of the homies from Illuminati. We got Ron Spettacolari. I don't even know. I think that's his real name. But anyway, Spetta Comedy, as you might already know him. And then the homie Dalton Bowder from Real McDonald's will be here next week. So next Wednesday, set a reminder, set your DVR. Make sure you tune in. It's going to be another great show. And David, thank you again, man. Much love to you. I love you, bro.
Besos.
All right, we're going to go do a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with our special musical guest, Chill Neil.
Every order comes with free CBD sauce. LOL Caesars.
We crazy bitch!
Hey, honey, can you keep it down? I'm watching my favorite television show. Oh, yeah, sure thing. I'm sorry about that. I think I'm gonna have a hash cigarette. My favorite.
Hash cigarette. They're like regular cigarettes, but they got hash in them. Designed with the perfect amount of hash and tobacco for a smooth burn. And the Hashinator tip allows for a perfect hit every time.
Give you a light and light mine? Oh boy, you can really taste the hash in that. Man, I'm lit.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. It's been my pleasure to share a little time and a little space with you. Thank you to all the guests that have been here. Make sure you go send a little money to No Kid Hungry. And make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube. And even more than that, if you're really enjoying it, hit up the Patreon. Join in on the Patreon. We got a lot more stuff going on there for you.
Ooh, yeah, you saw me out there basting on my turkey. Yeah, I got a whole lot of spices. Yeah, I got a whole lot of herbs on it. Make it taste good, y'all. You don't wanna stop me. All I do is eat. I'm out here falling asleep on that tryptophan, DMT, smoking that with my fam. Tripping out like Joe Rogan, that's what's saying. If you wanna be like me, then let me hit that hand. All I wanna do is get that honey, babe. I ain't tryna give it to you, I ain't fake. I'm eating on that pumpkin pie and some pecan too. If you want it, man, I'll give it to you. Pass that brown gravy. Got me talking like, woo! With the mashed potatoes. Got me talking like, woo! With that honey baked ham. Got me feeling like, woo! With a whole lot of dressing. Got me feeling like, woo! With a whole lot of meat. Let me see you hit that drumstick. Let me see you bite that drumstick. I wanna see that gravy running off your lip. I wanna see you stuffing mashed potatoes down your. I wanna see you covered in the mashed potatoes. Woo! Yo, what's up, y'all? Shout outs to all the fam, all the friends. I hope y'all are doing okay right now. This is a weird ass year. We all gotta stick together. I'm glad I could be here with you for a short moment on a live stream. And more important than anything, I want you to know that you are loved, and that no matter what you're going through, no matter what your situation is, we don't always have the time that we need for each other on these fucking screens. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I get my socialization. But we don't always, we do this for work, we do this for therapy, we do this for friendship. And you know what? Your friends still love you. And you know what? It's not over yet. We still got a little ways to go. So keep looking out for each other. Keep checking in on your homies. Keep taking care of each other. Because I love you. And I want you to be here for a while. Woo! Got them Funyuns on my plate. I wanna get that green bean casserole with the Funyuns on top. You know it tastes so good, I'm about to pop. Yeah, I'm about to sip on some whiskey with my Uncle Dave. He's kinda racist, but I'm trying to work on him. I'm trying to give him a little space to just do his thing, but he's listening to me. He's hearing me when I explain institutionalized racism and white privilege. He's hearing me out, so that's a good start. So don't necessarily isolate from your family, cause you could be a good influence. You could be a good influence. Alright, y'all, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Late Night with Chill Neil. As I said earlier in the show, tune in next week. We got our homies Ron Spezza and McDonald's. Real McDonald's, man. Shout out to Real McDonald's. He's the one that put me on, man. He gave me a chance, and here we are. Shout out to my writer's room, Paulo, Tony, Joshua. Y'all keeping me going. I love y'all. And to everybody watching out there, I'm serious. Hit like and subscribe and join the Patreon. I'm broke. I'm doing this for free. Hit me up. Give me $1. Anyway, I love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. We out this bitch.